to tonight. Welcome to day 18. Day 18. On tonight's video, I'll be doing rambles about movies and series part 2. Yeah, just good old chit chat here and there. But before we jump into that, let me just shout out you guys. So thank you to, is it Zoya Gulty? I don't know, but I'll pop it here. Tanner Constantine. Am I saying Constantine? Am I saying it right? And to Mohammed for being part of the Sleeping Beauty family. I appreciate you all so much. Of my hair looks like poofy. It just air dried. I have some leave-in conditioner in it. I was swimming today and I didn't blow dry it because I might swim tomorrow again. It's poofy and curly. But yeah, so let's just get into it. Comment down below, what have you been watching and how is your holiday season going so far? Interact, guys, interact. Mama always interact back. Okay, so the first series that I'm going to be talking about is From. It is US. It started in 2022, the first release of the season 1, and season 3 is currently airing. But I haven't watched season 3 yet because I'm waiting for everything to be released before I watch it. I do that now. I have no interest in watching ongoing things. I wait until it's done because I don't have patience for, or if it's on a cliffhanger, I don't have time to wait. So I love the technology that we're in today's world. I come from VCH tapes. I come from DVDs. I come from where there's no live TV, where there's no pause option or whatever, no rewatch. So I love that we have all those options now, and so Mama's gonna use it. So yeah, I haven't watched season 3 yet. I've seen people talk about it, obviously. Many don't like the new season and because it doesn't explain much, and others, they like it. So yeah, I'm still gonna watch it because okay, I don't know what I want to say. Yeah, but I'm still gonna watch it. I find that sometimes people's view on things do influences us. So but I'm still gonna watch it. Maybe it, in life, what's shitty to other people might not be shitty to you, and what's shitty to you might not be shitty to other people. So yeah, so it is ongoing. There's currently 3 seasons, as I said, and I give it a 9 out of 10 for so far. For season 1 and 2, I give it a 9 out of 10. It really keeps you on the edge of your seat. But if you don't like horrors, because the genre is horror themed, horror thriller, suspense. So is it that scary? Season 1 was. It'll make you feel like Resident Evil with the zombies. So if you cannot handle shit like that or gory, it's not really that gory, but there was that one scene, a few scenes. So if you cannot handle that, then I would not suggest you watch it. But it is really interesting. I think what is so frustrating is that they don't explain much. It's kind of up to your imagination, especially the way season 2 ended. Like I said, I haven't watched season 3 yet, so maybe they're still, you know. But yeah, it is very interesting. Very keeps you on the edge of the seat. Let me see if I can explain it without giving too much away. I think I can. So basically, this family is going on a road trip. They're going somewhere. And they find a tree in the middle of the road. That tree is very important. Like a tree stump, just lying there in the middle of the road. And they're like, okay, there's no way around it, so we're gonna reverse, climb back on the highway and find another way. So they drive, and then it kind of feels like they're lost, and then they come up to a small town, and it just doesn't look right, and they're like, wait, we've been driving, which feels like for hours, and everything feels the same. So the dad's like, okay, no, I'm gonna ask one of these local people here, can they give me directions? And so as he gets out of the car, nobody wants to speak to him. They're all just like going. And then one man, he has a badge, so they were like, he's kind of the sheriff there, and they were asking him, how do we get back on the highway? And at first he's like, you got your family with you? It's like, yeah, we're going somewhere. And he's like, you're gonna take that exit and you just go and you see the highway. So basically everyone in the town knew that they weren't going to find the highway, but from experience it's better just to let them figure it out themselves than as where they're like, yo, I'm so sorry to tell you this, but you cannot leave this small town. So they leave everyone that comes. They just kind of, from experience, just let them figure it out on their own. So yeah, basically, once you see the tree in the road, you're done. Yeah, so basically, once you see that tree, you're done. It's over. It's over for you. So they were just so they've been driving, and then the wife is like, so it was the man with his wife and his 2 children, a girl and a boy, and they've been driving, and they're like, no. So yeah, basically if you see the tree, it's too late for you. Once you turn around, you're in that town, you cannot leave, and when it gets dark, it's when the shit really goes down. So they were trying to explain to them, yeah, you can't leave. Obviously they're stubborn, but then something happened, which I guess if you continue to watch on, it kind of never happens, but another car came and they made an accident, the family and that other car, and so they had to go and help, but everyone was anxious because the sun was literally about to set. Suspense on episode 1. Yeah, so let's just say, so you see the dream, it's over. You get there, you cannot be out at night. At night, things come to life, things come and haunt you. Is it a government down? Is it a supernatural thing that is occurring there, like, Indian sacred grounds? It's up to imagination, because they haven't explained shit yet. And from what I saw from some people, season 3 isn't explaining much either. But if there is a season 4, I because you don't want to drag it out, and make it boring like Lost. If you know Lost, it's on Netflix now. I will not watch it over again. I watched it so many years ago. I remember it slightly, but I remember it becoming boring because was it supernatural? Was it the government? I think the way it ended, it was left up to your imagination what it was. But they just stretched it out too far where it became boring. And so I hope if there's a season 4, it explains, because we have enough movies. We have enough movies that is left for our imagination. Just tell us, is it supernatural? Is it the government? But I would recommend. But not if you're you don't like horrors and that. So the next one is My Happy Marriage. I don't know if I've recommended it before. I feel like I did, but My Happy Marriage is a 2023, both the Japanese movie and the anime, which is season 1. So I watched both, and the anime is gonna get a season 2 next year, so I'm excited. I hope they do make then a movie too as well, even though I wish they made it a series, because the live action was so beautiful and the chemistry was there. But yeah, I love it. So basically, it's Mio, I think, if I'm pronouncing the female lead. So she's very mistreated her whole entire life, right? Ever since her mom passed away and daddy got a new wife, she's been like the maid of the family, and she's been abused, and her dad doesn't give a shit about her, and her stepsister and her stepmother is awful. So one day the dad decides to marry her off, just like she needs to go, and he gives her to, is it Kyoko? I don't want to, the male lead, right? And everybody knows about the male lead. He is the family thought they were marrying her off to someone awful because they don't give a shit about her, right? So they're like, go. And the male lead fought because she's from that family that, she's, stuck up, or she's gonna do something to him, because I think it's not his first arranged marriage. It's not his first wife. He had a few. Well, not wife yet, but the person who's supposed to marry, he had a few, and it didn't work out for them. So, yeah, she gets there. He's a little tough on her, but he gets to know her, and he looks at her fingers, and he just sees that, that doesn't look like someone who comes from a prestige family. She looks like she's been cleaning. But yeah, she's just keeping her head down, and obviously she's, she falls in love with him, and he gets sweet. And also, with My Happy Marriage, they have special powers. Everyone has, not everyone, but people, they have special powers. And Mio has nothing. Oh, so she thinks, but she's actually like the granddaddy of them all. I think her mother hated her power. Or not hating it, but it's kind of suppressed because it's a very dangerous power that she has. And that's why she gets nightmares, because of that power. So, Kyoko, the male lead, is sweet on her too. He sees that she's sweet. And, I don't know, I think he needs to see her dad about something. Then the stepsister saw him. And, oh yes, he went to see the dad and the stepmother, and he was like, you need to apologize to my wife. You need to apologize to my wife, or I will cut any ties our families are supposed to have, because it's arranged marriages, so it comes with benefits. He was like, I will cut that shit off. And so the stepmother got real angry. and she's like, who's that beautiful man? And he just looked at her like she's shit. And suddenly, because the sister is already arranged and married off with another man, a man who actually liked Mio, and Mio actually liked him, but then the sister saw that she was like, I'm gonna take that man. But now she wanted Kyoko, she wanted the man that is now with her stepsister, you know, who's now with Mio. Anyway, so stepmommy and stepdaughter decide to kidnap Mio. Let's just say the male lead didn't waste no time. The reason I love the movie, the anime gives you more, and I feel like the movie was a little bit rushed, whereas we could have also gotten more. But if you watch the anime, it will give you more detail, you know, and more scenes that we would have wanted in the freaking live action, but they made it a movie and it was short. But yeah, long story short, he busted in there and he saved this woman, and he burned their entire place down. He did not come to mess with nobody's like, where's my woman? Yeah, so he saved her, but then there comes another obstacle, another man. I think he's like distant family of Mio, and he knows about her powers, and so he's starting to guilt trip the male lead and being like, you don't know about her powers, you don't know what can help her or whatnot, she's gonna die because of you. So he was kind of like making him feel bad, because then she started to get nightmares that are worse. And so he decided to hand her off to this guy so that he can help her. And then there was a planned attack on the male lead and his precinct. And when Mio heard that, the female lead, she was like, F this, I'm going to save my man. Yeah, but it definitely needs a movie too. And I hope that the second movie is like 2 hours long at least, because we need that shit. But yeah, My Happy Marriage, I also give the movie a 9 out of 10. I don't give it a 10 because it was a bit rushed. And then the anime, I give it 10 out of 10 because it gave us everything, okay? And I hope season 2 will be giving as well. So the next one is Yakuza Lover. It is Japanese. It is 2022 and it's only 1 season, even though I want there to be a season 2. But it all goes about the ratings. I don't know if it was rated low, I'm not sure. These are all my personal ratings. What I think, so yeah. But I loved it. I don't want to say stupid dramas or stupid movies, you know, like quirky, like shit that wouldn't make sense in real life, you know. Fantasy. You know, in real life you'll cringe. It's like reading very dirty books. He bent her over the table and he said, pa, 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 in front of the family. That's not shit that you would do in real life, you know. So it's kind of fun to read about it and watch it. And I think many people just don't get it, and that's why they rate it incredibly low. But then those same people will rate the books like 10 out of 10. But if there's a movie about it or so, they will be like, the acting was cringe. It's supposed to be. It's not real life. Yeah, so Yakuza Lover, I give a 7 out of 10. Just because if you're a serious watcher and you don't like unrealistic shit, then you're not gonna like that. I mean, it's not really unrealistic, but a little. Yeah, so Yuri, the female lead, goes to the club with her friend, and there's a man just bothering them, and she's not like a delicate female now, she's strong. She takes his arm, she twists it, and she'd be like, you're scum. She's like, ugh, your scum. Why does my eyes look red? Am I dripping? It looks red, right? Am I dying? I think we all are slowly in some fast. I haven't been sleeping well. So off the topic, but I haven't been sleeping well. So we're in summer right now, so the days are longer and the nights are shorter. I film until I start at 6 p.m. If I can, sometimes I'll start at 7 p.m. and then I'll film until 9 or sometimes 10. And then I'll lay in bed until 11 or midnight. Then I'll fall asleep. Then I'll wake up at 2 a.m. or 1 a.m. or 3 a.m. and then I'll sleep and then I'll fall. Then I'll wake up at 5 or 6 a.m. My sleep schedule are. Yeah, so she twisted this guy's arm and she's like, ugh, as if. And then above, on the VIP floor, there's a man checking her out. And he's like, who's this lady? Oya. In Japanese, they like to be like Oya-san. So, but his name is Oya in there, I think. Oya something something. Yeah, so the title Yakuza lover, obviously. So he's, you know, he's mafia, he's Yakuza. Like the underboss, because his dad is like the boss. Anyway, so they were trying to leave, but then they came across this VIP shit type of room and everyone was doing cocaine. They were slaying those lines. And they were like, what the fuck? And they were trying to leave. But then that guy saw them and he's like, you wanna tell people? And then they were grabbing the best, her friend that she came with, and they were like, snip it. And she was holding her head, and then they tried to grab her, and it was too many to fight. But then, obviously, Oya, it's time to go to bed. Namane kanashi. Are. I don't know why I just thought of that. But anyway, so he comes in and he's like, oi. And they're like, oh, who are you? And they wanted to fight, and then it's like, I'm Oya. Well, you know, the whole thing. And I am from the Yakuza, or the Yakuza, whatever. And she's just there like, mafia. You know, Yakuza, like, those things. And he comes to her and he takes his jacket off and he puts it on her, on Yuri, and he's like, anytime you need help, here's my card. The card has his address and everything on it. Yeah, anyway, so she returns his jacket to him at his home. And the reason I gave it a 7 is because that is very unrealistic. And he's just all over her. I mean, the first time they kind of, you know, did it, like, he's like, I love you. Ski. And she's like, oh, you love me. I would cringe in real life. I would cringe. Imagine, okay, I don't do one night stands or whatever, but I can just imagine you're just hooking up and this person is, I love you. Like, I don't even know your middle name. No, it's wild to me that people do that in real life, but I don't judge you. They can just be hooking up with people and they never even get to what's your name. That's wild to me. That's fantasies I watch but will never do. Yeah, so anyway, he falls for Yuri. Obviously his occupation is very dangerous, so he's always in danger and she worries, obviously. I mean, if you love someone, you're gonna be like, oh hell no. But you know, that's the way it goes. But now she's in danger as well. he takes her by the arm and he's like, are you crazy? Do you know how the Yakuza men treat women? They treat them like shit. You better not. And he drags her. But then one of Oya's men saw him grab Yuri, and that made him furious. Like, if looks could kill with his glasses. The man was hot, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, so he's like, oi, you dare take my woman? Yo, if Yuri wasn't like, you know, a kind girl and be like, it's okay, Oya-san, it's okay. And she was like, yeah, how dare he? You would have killed him, I promise you. Yeah, so basically he just became like really obsessed with Yuri and really in love, but he also made her worry. And then there's a lot of spicy scenes, not that, you know, like US spicy, but spicy. And then I really wanted a season 2 because I feel like there's more of a storyline with the mafia. There's another leader who doesn't like Oya. He has his own little gang, and they also kidnapped Yuri. So I really hope there is a season 2 of that, even though it was cringe, even though it was very unrealistic. That's what we try for, bestie. That's what we try for. I hope you enjoyed this little ramble session, and let me know if you've watched any of these series, what you thought, and anything you can suggest me. And yeah, and I'll see you tomorrow, Sleeping Beauties. Thank you for being here. I love you, and if you're not part of the Sleeping Beauty family, consider it by clicking that subscribe button, like this video, and yeah, doodles and